I was, as Omni pointed out, a raging communist.
So Mouthy, how did you get into debating?
Well, I've kind of always had an interest in politics and in talking about politics from the time I was pretty young. And then I guess the debating thing just sort of happened naturally. I was sort of talking to people, writing like political essays and going back and forth with people on platforms like Instagram and so on. And then I guess I just started debating people. And then I started a YouTube channel for it. And that's pretty much it.
How long ago did you start that YouTube channel?
It's been, I want to say, a few years since I first started the channel. A lot of my first videos are privated or unlisted now, because I don't like some of my older videos. But yeah, it's been like, I think at least 3 years since I first started it.
You don't want to keep them up to like show people your progression?
I've thought about it, but I don't know. Some of the content of my older videos is not something I'm particularly proud of.
Did you lose in one of these debates? Be honest. Tell the truth.
No, I only started. I don't think I have any debates that are unlisted. I think it's just like, sort of video essay type stuff, video response type stuff. I actually did have a debate with
your boy threw you under the bus, dude. Your boy threw you under the bus.
You got me. Yeah, I actually do have a debate that's unlisted that I did against Eric Stryker, and I think I did well. But the reason I unlisted it is just because I was, as Omni pointed out, a raging communist with a lot of views that I don't currently hold, that I was espousing in that debate.
Like?
Well, I was like more, I was like a hardcore, like left comm, like we need a revolution to abolish capitalism and any reform is, just going to set us back, like that kind of thing. I was also like sort of class reductionist-esque, though never like socially reactionary, but.
So that was the end you were arguing is basically communism light.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Did you win
against Eric Stryker?
Yeah,
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Right. But
how long ago did you take him on anyway?
I think that was about 2 years ago. Yeah, I think it's about 2 years ago at this point.
That you went up against Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody keeps asking in the comments how old you are. You don't have to answer that.
Oh, I'm 18.
18? Fuck. Fucking imagine this kid at 25, man.
It's gonna be, well, he'll be Christian by then.
That's right.
Tonight.
We'll turn him out. So what would you say your philosophy is now, Mouthy?
Well, my philosophy, I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to morality, I guess. For a long time I've been pretty ardent, like moral anti-realist, kind of just arguing that I have certain preferences that I want to see realized, and I think I can persuade most people to agree with how I see things. I've been becoming like more sympathetic to sort of like moral realist views from reading like Derek Parfit. But I'm not sure. I have like a set of political prescriptions that I have, that I try to argue for. But yeah, when it comes to like the more foundational philosophy stuff, I'm still trying to work that out, I guess.
So this is a good question, right? What the fuck is an anti-moral realist? LOL.
Oh, yeah. Well, the moral realism debate is just kind of about whether or not morality is objective. So a moral realist is going to say that like a moral statement like you ought not kill is something that's objectively true, and it's, true independently of how anybody feels about it. Whereas a moral anti-realist is going to say that there are no really objective moral truths. There are just kind of people have different desires and preferences that they try to actualize, and that's pretty much it.
You fall somewhere in between?
I'm Yeah, I'm somewhere towards the agnostic view currently, I would say.
But can you answer directly? Do you believe in objective truth?
You got to put
Do
your
I
head up
believe?
to that mic, Pedro,
Oh,
or turn it up.
sorry.
Do you believe in objective truth?
Do I believe in objective truth? Well, I think that there are certain like maybe I guess like to get really technical, like epistemic like axioms that we all accept, you know, things like you know, there can't be contradictions, you know, like law of non-contradiction, law of identity, etc. And I think that, you know, we can accept those axioms as a sort of a pragmatic thing and just say, hey, we can't really deny these axioms because it's not even conceivable that we could deny them. And so we can sort of move on from there. I guess it's conceivable that all of our basic axioms are just wrong. You know, like it could be possible that contradictions exist in the universe and we just can't perceive them. It could be true that we're all actually just brains and vats and the external world isn't even real. I guess all of these things are possible. So I would never say that I have 100% certainty in any of the things that I think are true. But I also think that those are kind of just like, you know, psychological games that we can play, but they're not really super interesting to me to think about those kinds of things.
Gotcha. So you watched a new Matrix 4 trailer come out and said that this could actually be, this could be real. Okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are your goals with your debates, Mouthy?
I think my goal is mostly just to try and construct a position that I think is coherent and defensible, and then see if I can defend it against other people. And if I can, then that's cool. And if I can't, then that's cool. And I can, you know, sort of revise what I think and see if I can come up with better arguments for a position that I hold, or just drop the position altogether. I guess my ultimate aim is just to engage in a process where I'm trying to make my positions as strong as possible, such that I can stand up to scrutiny as well as possible.
So
Have you had your mind changed on anything?
I've had my mind changed throughout the course of my channel. Like I used to be a lot more far left, like, you know, pro revolution, pro communism, etc. As I've started to take more seriously the idea that what we should be doing is crafting society based on what we have empirical evidence for, I've kind of become more sympathetic to a more sort of pragmatic politics, where I'm advocating things that I'm actually confident in, rather than things that sort of sound nice and in sort of abstract utopia type fantasy land. So yeah, I've certainly shifted not as radically far left over the course of my channel. I've shifted on some philosophical things, but I think on most of my core sort of values, I don't think I've ever. I think I've always been pretty solidly like on the left, both socially and economically, I would say.